In every civilization, man has searched for the ultimate combination of intelligence and physical ability in one super being. Tonight, you'll witness this unique search. This is the challenge of the Krypton Factor. Name, John Elliott. Age, 24. Hometown, Palm Springs, California. Occupation, chemistry student. Name, Susan Sackett. Age, 37. Hometown, Palm Beach, Florida. Occupation, administrative assistant. Name, Richard Heff. Age, 24. Hometown, Van Nuys, California. Occupation, plumbing dispatcher. Name, Guy Strickland. Age, 38. Hometown, Baltimore, Maryland. Occupation, school principal. These four people will face each other in the challenge of the Krypton Factor. Now, get hurt.
Oh! Thank you, folks. Thank you very, very much. And welcome, and good evening. Tonight, we're going to experience the challenge of the Krypton Factor. It's the ultimate test of mental and physical abilities. You're going to get to know these four exceptional people who'll be challenged to their very limits. The challenger who achieves the highest Krypton Factor moves on to the Krypton Finals and has the opportunity to win a total of $50,000 in gold. The challenge of the Krypton Factor begins now. It's phase one. Your first challenge tonight is an electronic car chase called Dodgem. Now, this will be a test of hand-to-eye coordination and reflex speed. Take a look at the big screen. You'll see two cars and a maze of roads. The electronic computer controls the car on the left, and you control the car on the right, using the lever on your podium. You'll play one at a time against the computer. Your job is to avoid a head-on collision for 10 seconds. If you're successful, you'll receive 5 points. All right. John, are you ready?
Ready.
All right. Your test starts now. You've done it. All right. Got yourself 5 points. Congratulations. Susan, stand by. You ready for your challenge?
Yes.
All right. Your test starts now. You got it. All right. 5 points for Susan Sackett. Richard Heff, you're next in line. Are you ready for your challenge?
Ready.
All right, sir. Stand by. Your test starts now. I'm sorry. You had a little head-on collision there. You do not get your 5 points. Guy, are you ready, sir?
I'm ready.
Here is your test now. All right, 3 of our 4 challengers have achieved a Krypton Factor of 5. Challengers, we move now to phase number 2, the mental agility phase, and it's tough. It demands your full
Starts Friday at a select theater or drive-in near
put
you.
your headsets on right now. Audience, please remain quiet during the testing. Only the audience at home will see the answers on the screen. There are 2 levels to this phase for a maximum total of 10 points. If you miss, you will be eliminated from this phase. Test number 1 is called return trip. This is where you must reverse a trip through various cities. You must repeat them back in reverse order. For instance, if I say Seattle, Portland, Sacramento, you must put them in reverse order and give me Sacramento, Portland, Seattle. Except there'll be 5 cities. You'll have 10 seconds in which to answer. John, here is your test.
Denver, Cheyenne, Pierre, Minneapolis, Chicago.
Chicago, Minneapolis, Pierre, Denver, Cheyenne.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. You have been eliminated from this phase. Stand by. We move now to Susan. Here is your test.
Montreal, Boston, New York, Philadelphia, Baltimore.
Baltimore, Philadelphia, New York, Boston, Montreal.
That is correct for 4 points. Richard Heft, stand by. Here is your test.
New Orleans, Atlanta, Augusta, Norfolk, Washington.
Washington, Norfolk, Augusta, Atlanta, New Orleans.
That is correct for 4 points. Guy Strickland, for 4 points, here is your test.
Phoenix, Albuquerque, Santa Fe, Pueblo, Denver.
Denver, Pueblo, Santa Fe, Albuquerque, Phoenix.
That is correct for 4 points. All right, now, challengers, we move now to the second level of our dropout phase. This is for 6 points. Test number 2 tonight is a numbers game called Mixed Up Math. This is where you'll be given a 6-step mathematical problem using addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. There will be 6 numbers. You'll have 10 seconds in which to answer. Stand by, Susan. Here is your test.
3 times 7 plus 3 divided by 6 times 2 minus 4.
4.
4 is correct. You've picked up 6 points, a total of 10. Richard, for 6 points. Here is your test.
5 times 9 minus 3 divided by 6 times 8 minus 9.
45.
I'm sorry, the correct answer is 47. You are eliminated from this phase. Guy, stand by for 6 points. Here is your test.
7 times 6 minus 6 divided by 9 times 8 minus 5.
27.
That is correct for a total of 10 points. All right, at the end of phase 2, Richard Heft has a Krypton Factor of 4, John Elliott has 5, and our leaders, Susan Sackett and Guy Strickland, are tied with a Krypton Factor of 15. When we return, our challengers will compete head-on in the very demanding physical phase as the search for the Krypton Factor champion continues.
Morning. Everybody thinking chicken? Chicken? To make great chicken, Kentucky Fried Chicken, we have to forget everything else, right, Melissa?
Right.
Those people out there expect the best.
Tender.
Juicy.
Fresh.
Chicken. That's what makes us special. Can anyone else do it the Colonel's way? No one. We keep doing chicken like this, they're not gonna like us.
No?
They're gonna love us.
Kentucky Fried Chicken, we do chicken right.
What's brand new in a carton, has 5 fruit juices, and is so refreshing?
Yeah?
Makes you say, wow.
I give up.
It's new 5 Alive in a carton with 60% real juice from 5 delicious fruits: tangerine, lemon, grapefruit, lime, and orange.
What do you think?
Very refreshing.
He forgot to say wow.
Wow.
Snow Crop 5 Alive, the all-natural refresher, now in the freezer and dairy case.
Welcome back. We come now to phase 3, our physical ability phase. Earlier, we put our competitors through the Krypton Challenge course, which was specially designed to be fair to all competitors, male or female. No one has a clear-cut advantage. Now, it all starts here at the Slide for Life. A quick run takes the challengers to the balance bridges. These are a little tricky. On the other side, our competitors crawl through these twisting tubes. Then they must run to the high-powered jet skis, race them across the lake to the shore. We'll watch the action from up in the sky from our helicopter cameras. And then they've got to leave the boats off to the swings. At the swings, they must swing until they kick their color button, which releases that door. Then they run to the waiting moonwalkers into the home stretch and a final race to the finish line. Now, the winner receives 20 points, second place 15, third place 10, and fourth 5. At the starting line, in yellow, John Elliott, who's 24 years old. In purple, Susan Sackett, who is 37. In orange, Richard Heft, he's 24. And in blue, Guy Strickland, he's 38. Stand by, they're off. And it looks like a good start. Very even. A little lead maybe by John Elliott. Then Guy Strickland on the outside, landing well into the foam. Let's see how they get out of there. That's the tough part. Here's Guy Strickland away and toward the pontoons, followed by, let's see who's in there. It's John Elliott, our 24-year-old chemistry student. Here's Guy headed toward the bridge. It's a rocky thing to watch there. Here, oh, Susan, come on, my dear. She's not anywhere near the pontoons. Looks like a tie working there with John and Guy. Here's Susan. And Richard's in there in a third spot. It looks like John Elliott out in front as they come off the pontoons. Let's see what happens as we get to the twisting tubes. It's Guy Strickland. Oh, looks like a jackrabbit running through there. He's got it. He's got the lead, followed by John Elliott. There's Richard Heff bringing up third, and Susan holding down the number 4 spot. They're headed toward the jet skis into the water. Putting on their life jackets, it's John and Guy almost tied up there with Richard still working his way through the tubes. Into the water they go, and it's Guy Strickland up onto his jet ski and away and running, followed by John Elliott. It's a close 1-2. Look at Guy go as he got a lead. Starting off in third position, that's Richard Heff. And look at Guy continue his lead there. He's all the way over to the shore, bringing up the rear is Susan Sackett. There is Guy, and he's on his way toward the swings. In the number 2 position is John Elliott. And bringing up, look at that belly flopping style. He's riding low in the water, and there's Susan Sackett. And here's our leader, 38-year-old school principal Guy Strickland. He's got to hit the button at the top of that door. Every swing he takes closes the gap with number 2. Let's see if he gets it this time. There it goes. He's got it. He's leading, but closing in is John Elliott. Into his swing, out of the water is Richard Heff. There goes John with one swing. He's got the door down. Into the moonwalker goes Guy Strickland. Let's take an overhead shot to see how close he is. In the background, it's John Elliott bringing in number 2, but the winner is Guy Strickland, number 1 far and away. In the number 3 position, Richard Heff knocks the door down with one swing, and here comes Susan Sackett. We're following along in number 2 position. John Elliott takes number 2. Number 3 is Richard Heff. Here comes Susan, and let's see what happens here as this final race draws to a conclusion. Richard Heff closes it in for number 3. Here is Susan Sackett, our 37-year-old administrative assistant from Palm Beach, Florida, crosses the line, and the race is over. The score points in blue, Guy Strickland, 20 points. In yellow, John Elliott, 15. In orange, Richard Heff, 10 points. In purple, Susan Sackett, 5 points. You look just a little tired. Was that rough?
Just a touch. It was rough.
I gotta ask Richard, where did you develop your belly flopping style?
Well,
nobody anywhere rides.
I tried the styles everybody else tried. It turned out from a ride in the jet skis into, well, I always ditched, and it turned into a ride on the submarine Nautilus. So, that was the best I could do.
You all did very well. Let's check the master board here. Richard Heft has a Krypton Factor of 14. Susan Sackett and John Elliott are tied at 20 apiece. And Guy Strickland has taken over the lead with a Krypton Factor of 35. We move now to phase 4. Now, this is our observation phase. You'll be seeing a specially edited scene from the movie The Legend of the Lone Ranger. Now, pay close attention to what the actors are saying and doing. I'll be asking specific observation and dialogue questions on what you've seen and heard. Your dialogue answers must be exactly as spoken in the film. Now, please put on your headsets and focus your complete attention on the Krypton screen. Please tell me when your headset's in place. Can everybody hear my voice? Nobody has any problems. All right, stand by. Please roll the film.
Coal tender, soldier's car, club car, presidential car. Are we clear, gentlemen?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Whitloff and Richardson?
Yes, sir.
Westlake, Eastman and Neely?
Yes, sir.
Gentlemen, the President.
I don't guess anyone stopped to ask what Tonto was guilty of. That didn't stop him from wanting to see him swinging high above. But Tonto showed no sign of fear. And he held on to a fervent hope that the masked man wouldn't let his blood brother hang from the end of a rope.
This is for Eddie Collins.
We turn now to our observation phase. Let's start with John. For 4 points, your observation question, John. How many rifles were mounted on the walls? 6 or 7?
6.
That is correct. For 6 points, here is your specific dialogue question. Please remember, I need the exact words as spoken in the scene. What car came between the coal tender and the club car?
Soldier's car.
That is correct for 6 points, a total of 10. Susan, for 4 points, did the gang leader move the train with his left or right hand?
Left.
That is correct for 4 points. For 6 points, here's your specific dialogue question. Exact words, please. What car was just in front of the presidential car?
The club car.
That is correct. Richard, for 4 points, was the drop lever for the gallows held with the left or right hand?
Right.
That is correct for 4 points. For 6 points, here's your specific dialogue question. Exact words. What did the man who tied Tonto's hands refer to?
This is for Eddie Collins?
That is correct. Guy, for 4 points, how many swords were on the wall? 1 or 2?
1.
That is correct for 4 points. For 6 points, your specific dialogue question again. I must have the exact words here. Who was going to be based next to the track just outside the tunnel?
Rittenhouse and...
Westlake.
I'm sorry, your answer was incorrect.
And now for 10 points, the third and final question. It's the same for each of you. In the film clip, as Tonto was having his hands tied on the platform, we saw a cowboy with a mustache who said to Tonto, "This is for Eddie Collins." Please turn around. We have 6 actors. One of them is the actor who was on that platform with Tonto and said those words, "This is for Eddie Collins." Study them very closely. When I indicate, you're to make your numbered selection on your computer console. Which actor was it? Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, or number 6? If you're ready, please indicate your choice now. John, a decision? All right.
John Elliott has selected number 2. Would you please step forward and identify yourself? Now, as our audience knows,
all of our challengers have identified number 2 as the actor. Let's see if you are correct. Obviously, if it's not number 2, you will all be wrong. Would the actor who played the part in the film please identify himself now? It was number 3. Terry Leonard. Terry, thank you very much. Thank you, gentlemen. You deceived everybody.
it's a tight race. We have Richard Heft with a Krypton Factor of 24, still a tie in the middle with John Elliott and Susan Sackett with 30. Guy Strickland just slightly ahead with a Krypton Factor of 39.
Right back to determine tonight's champion.
The special one. Special one. Make it the Whopper. Special one. You love best. Special one. So many kinds, all hot and fresh. Make it special. The Whopper at Burger King.
Plain broiled.
Double Whopper, Whopper, Junior Whopper, topped with cheese. Special one for everyone. Choose anyone you please. Special one. Make it special. The Whopper at Burger King. Special one.
Roaches, ants, flying bugs, and I can't afford an exterminator.
Get Black Flag. It's almost like having an exterminator, because Black Flag, with exterminator-proven ingredients in every can, kills bugs fast. Crawling bugs, flying bugs. Black Flag kills bugs fast.
Black Flag, you're my exterminator.
Get Black Flag with exterminator-proven ingredients. Black Flag kills bugs fast.
Now is the time. ABC is the place.
Great times are coming your way.
It's all right here on ABC. Now is the time you say.
This is it, my friends. The Krypton Factor continues with Guy Strickland having a small advantage with a Krypton Factor of 39, but it's anybody's game at this point. Phase 5, our final Krypton Factor challenge, the catch-up phase. The keys to this phase are instinct, knowledge, and speed. The first one to lock in has the chance to answer the question correctly for 2 points. Incorrectly, you'll lose 2 points. You don't have to wait for the question to end if you think you know the answer. Midway through, you'll hear this signal. That means the question values will increase to 4 points, plus or minus. All right, here are the questions. For 2 points, what Florida State football player has become one of the biggest box office movie stars in the world?
Guy.
Burt Reynolds.
That is correct for 2 points. Reynard is the name given for what Aesop fable animal? I'm sorry, it's the fox. For 2 points, the desert fox was a nickname for what?
John. General Erwin Rommel.
That is correct for 2 points. The pommel horse event is in which Olympic sport?
John. Gymnastics.
That is correct. Jim Backus is the voice for what near...
John. Magoo.
Yes, please wait for the identification, Mr. Magoo. For 2 points, a goober is another word for what?
Susan.
Peanut.
That is correct. In the Peanuts comic strip, what is the name of Snoopy's bird friend?
Susan.
Woodstock.
That is correct. A good stock for matzo ball soup is made from simmering what kind?
John. Chicken.
That is correct. Chicken costumes were worn by Gene Wilder and what?
John. Stir Crazy.
I'm sorry, the complete question was on what other actor in the movie Stir Crazy. The correct answer would have been Richard Pryor. You lose 2 points. Prior to his death, what was the title of the last John Lennon Yoko?
John. Double Fantasy.
That is correct. In the fantastic... All right. We move now to our next level with the leadership holding right in there. Guy has 41. John, you have 38. It's still a very fine race. Let's move along here. Stand by. Here's the first question for 4 points. Amman is the capital of what?
John. Jordan.
That is correct. Hamilton Jordan, or Jordan, held what post in President...
John. Press Secretary.
Sorry, it's Chief of Staff. You lose 4 points. Who is the chief editor and founder of the National Review magazine?
Guy.
Buckley.
Commissioner?
Will accept.
William F. Buckley is acceptable. A mechanized bucking bull was featured in what John Travolta?
Richard.
Urban Cowboy.
That is correct. What Oklahoma cowboy became a rope-twirling...
Susan.
Will Rogers.
That is correct for 4 points. Sir Roger Bannister first...
Guy.
4 Minute Mile.
That is correct. Miles Standish sent who as a posse?
Susan.
John...
I need the complete answer.
John Aldrich.
Say again?
John Aldrich.
I'm sorry, that's unacceptable. I must have an exact answer. John Alden. You've lost 4 points. Walden Pond was the home of what night?
Susan.
Thoreau.
Correct. Throwing the discus is part of what men's 2-day Olympic contest?
Susan.
Decathlon.
That is correct for 4 points. All right, our champion is Guy Strickland.
Nervous. I thought it would never end.
Guy, you're on your way to our Krypton Factor finals and a total prize of $50,000 in gold.
You're someone special, you're reaching for more, trying to do things better than before. And when you're thirsty, it's right for reaching for. The taste of lime is the reason why there is more in Sprite to refresh and satisfy. When you're reaching for more, reach for Sprite. When you're reaching for more, reach for Sprite.
Kibbles and bits, kibbles and bits. I'm gonna get me some kibbles and bits, kibbles and bits. Kibbles and Bits. I'm gonna get me some Kibbles and Bits.
Kennel Ration introduces Kibbles and Bits, a brand new idea. It's 2 new dog foods in 1. Kibbles, a new crunchy, meaty tasting dry, and Bits, a new chewy burger-style food. He'll crunch it, chomp it, absolutely devour it. Kibbles and Bits, 2 great new dog foods in 1.
Kibbles and Bits, Kibbles and Bits. I'm gonna get me more Kibbles and Bits.
Terrific. Congratulations. For tonight's win, you'll receive $5,000 in gold. You've won the right to come back for the Krypton Finals and compete for a total of $50,000 in gold. And don't forget, next week, 4 more challengers will be competing for a place in the finals, and they will be...
A 21-year-old psychology student from Omaha, Nebraska. A 38-year-old computer programmer from Buffalo, New York. A 31-year-old concert singer from Indianapolis, Indiana. A 34-year-old physical fitness consultant from San Leandro, California.
Guy, again, congratulations. Thank you very much. We'll see you again next week for another challenge of the Krypton Factor. For tonight, Dick Clark. Good night.
Tonight, Major League Baseball is back. ABC Sports brings you the Reds as they face the Dodgers, and the Phillies with Pete Rose looking for his record-breaking hit against the Cardinals. Check local listings for the game in your area. Then, a pair of not-so-identical twins have their classmates seeing double in Homeroom on the Monday Comedy Special. Now, stay tuned for the Friday night movie, The Possession of Joel Delaney, following an ABC News brief.